Hello there guys and girls, and welcome to another day in paradise. So those of you who've been following me for a little while will know from my welcome to 2017 video that I outlined some basic plans that, well, I'm going to ride this motorbike back to the UK. That is my plan, that was my promise to you guys. And I thought that as I'm back out on the Scrambler for the first time in a little while, today would be a good opportunity to give you guys a little update on how the planning and the preparation is coming along for that. So over the last 5 or so months I have been working hard in the background to try and work out if it's even possible for me to ride this beautiful motorbike back to the United Kingdom. And I'm now approaching some concrete plans. They're not concrete at the moment, they're more like set in trifle, I'd say. So for those of you who aren't aware, when I bought this bike, this is the very first bike that I've ever bought, or any vehicle of any kind that I've ever bought brand spanking new. And there's two main considerations why I wanted to take it back to the UK. One, I absolutely love the bike. Two, I bought the bike and I paid over the UK price when you take into account exchange rates and you take into account that I had to buy it on credit card for my own protection, and I got stung with 300-400 quid's worth of foreign transaction charges on like 7.5 grand. Now, I've paid full price for the bike to begin with, but there's also nobody that really is going to be prepared to buy it from me. It's this is not a biking country, so you know, those two reasons kind of swayed me very easily that I want to take this bike back to the UK, and it will be perfect for the UK. Now, I could do the easy thing and I could put this bike in a box and I could pay somebody to take it back to the UK for me, but I kind of thought to myself, why not ride it home? You know, why not? What's the worst that could happen? And it was just one of those stupid harebrained ideas that unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately in a good way, has just escalated out of all proportions. How am I going to do it? Well, let's start with the route first and foremost. I have been umming and ahhing. This has been the biggest issue that I've had to contend with, is how the hell am I going to get this bike home? Once you get to Europe, riding a motorbike across the continent is a piece of piss. What's the closest point of Europe to here? Well, the closest point of Europe to here is actually Turkey. Now, therein lies my first problem. Okay, how do I get to Turkey? Well, from here I go north, and I can go. I've got a choice, a smorgasbord of countries that a lone travelling white boy wants to go and visit, such as Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, Jordan and Lebanon. You know, all the sorts of places that, you know, if the locals will meet you, they will greet you, they will dress you, they will feed you, and then they will parade you on the BBC News at 5 o'clock in an orange jumpsuit shortly before they cut your head off. So that kind of made going north to Turkey a little bit awkward. So, okay, how else can we do this? Surely there's got to be some way of getting into Europe from across northern Africa. So if I head west, I know if I can get to Morocco, it's fairly easy to hop across to Spain from there. I know a lot of people do that. So, right, okay, what's west? Well, you've got to go through Egypt, parts of which are absolutely fine, and then you go through Libya, which again is not particularly it's not quite got back to its previous status as a premier British touristy safe destination. Then through Algeria, which has never really struck me as a place that I desperately want to go. I would have then had a choice. I could have either gone north through Tunisia, which I believe we're still not able to go to on holiday. Or again, you carry on through to Morocco and you go across up to Spain. So that rules out going north, and that rules out going west. So what else does that leave me with? Well, I would have been more than welcome as a British passport holder into Israel, but what I would not have been able to do is I would not have been able to come back to Saudi Arabia. As it turns out, it's not an issue. I have found that there are no ferries that go from northern Egypt to Europe that I could jump on a ferry and bugger off and get off at the other end. But what I have found is I found a shipping agent in Alexandria in northern Egypt who will ship my bike to a destination in Europe of my choosing. So I pitch up in northern Egypt, somebody packages up my bike, somebody sorts out all my paperwork, and all I then need to do is arrange a flight from Egypt across to my chosen destination, and then be reunited with my bike shortly thereafter. And we continue from there. I pick the bike up in Salerno. The plan is to head up to Bologna, which just a rough look would take me through Naples, up to Rome, through Florence, and then onwards to Bologna to have my day at the Ducati factory, which I'm trying to tee up at the moment. I'm making Ducati, well, Ducati are already aware that I plan on doing the trip, but now that I've got some more concrete plans, I'm actually telling them this is actually going to happen. And then from there, here's where I've got the choices, because from Bologna I kind of had that down as the midpoint of the trip, and from there I could go anywhere I wanted. Now I plan on heading north through the northern Italian Alps, probably almost certainly through Austria, and then from Austria I plan on heading up into the Germany to go and hopefully visit Red Renner and Phil Tonic. That would be lovely to go and see them in Munich, go and see how they're getting on. From Munich, again, I've got the choice. I can either go through, just cut through Germany and make a beeline for the UK, or what I'm actually thinking of doing is I'm thinking of going and having my very, very first laps around the Nürburgring. Basically, again, why not? And then from the Nürburgring, it's pretty simple. Through Belgium, I plan to go and see an uncle who's not an uncle in northern France, and then from northern France I plan on being around the Caen area. From Caen, plan is to jump on either the Cherbourg or the Le Havre ferry back to Portsmouth, where I will probably go and have some breakfast at Loomies, or lunch at Loomies, or dinner at Loomies, and basically get back to my loving and welcoming family and friends in the UK. But I've still got some little bits and bobs that I need to sort out, some little admin points. Biggest of which is the insurance for this bike to take her through Europe. I only need a minimum of third party. In the UK it's easy because you can the UK insurance industry, it's all agreed and it's all part of the green card system. I believe in years gone past you used to actually physically get a green card that was printed in many languages and said that this vehicle is insured. But obviously my Saudi Arabian motorbike insurance doesn't cover me to go outside of the country. Not an issue in Egypt. I can buy the insurance on the border, probably at immense cost, but that's just the way it goes. And this is where I need a little bit of help. This is a cry, a plea for help. If anybody works in the insurance industry or knows anybody that works in the insurance industry, please give them a shout. Please show them this video, because I desperately require some green card insurance, I believe it's known as, that will allow me to insure this motorbike to travel through Europe to the UK, where I will be officially importing it and registering the bike as a UK bike. Now at the moment the bike's on a Saudi Arabian number plate in an Arabic font. I have all the paperwork in English, but basically what I need is an insurer who will insure the bike on the frame number. So if you're in the insurance industry and you'd like to help me out, you can help me out. Please leave a comment below, or please contact me in some other way to basically let me know that you'd like to get on board with what I'm trying to do. Thank you very much. So other than the insurance, what else do I still need to sort out? I need to sort out a carnet, which is like an international passport for vehicles, and I need to sort out the export paperwork for getting her out of Saudi Arabia, because this bike is not coming back to Saudi, and in order for me to leave at the start of next year, this bike needs to be off my karma, and that really is pretty much it. The thing that's going to determine the exact yes we are a go or we need to adjust the plans a little bit is I'm waiting on the shipping schedule from the shipping agent in Alexandria. They won't have that until the middle of next month, middle of June. So basically, once they have the shipping schedule and they've contacted me or I've contacted them and we've agreed on a date that I need to be in Alexandria, and once that bit's confirmed, planning how far I go each day in Europe becomes a piece of piss. Hotels, all that can get sorted, and I know what dates I need to be leaving here before, you know, so that I can get to Alexandria in good time. I need to sort out the bike in terms of actual physical preparation of the bike. The brakes need a bloody good bleed. I might sling some new pads in the front. Other than that, I've been playing around with the controls. I've set the handlebars a little bit higher. I might put them down a little bit more. So like I say, that's kind of the latest where we're at. We are pretty much 90% a go. I got a bit disheartened a few weeks ago because I was really struggling to find that route from, you know, the Middle East or Israel into Europe, and it was really annoying. It was really frustrating, but somebody's given me a tip, somebody's given me an email on the Horizons Unlimited bulletin board forum travel website, which is fantastic, by the way. If you're thinking of going travelling on a car or in a car or on a motorbike, I suggest you give Horizons Unlimited a look. They've got loads of travel advice, and obviously they've got the forum where you can ask questions to people who've done this a lot more than I have. And yeah, we're pretty much a go. I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually really excited at the thought that one of my stupid ideas might actually come off. So there, guys, if you want to be kept abreast, if you want to be kept up to date with all of the travel plans and the confirmations and the trip itself, I'm going to be using the hashtag Epic Ride Home. That's going to be the hashtag for my trip. You can catch me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. Chip Murphy, or you can follow progress on my Facebook page for this YouTube channel, which is DME Vlogs. And I am going to continue to enjoy this fantastic scenery, and you see that road down there that winds through the valley. I'm going to head down there and go and ride that, and that's the road that goes from Hada to Shafa. I think I might do one of my raw videos down that one because it's a good one. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Masalama.
Congratulations for making it to the end of the video. If you'd like to stay up to date with all of my video releases and keep track on the Epic Ride Home, hit the subscribe button, the little DME logo in the middle there. If you'd like to see the last video I uploaded, hit the button on the left, and if you'd like to see a random video that I've chosen for your viewing pleasure, hit the button on the right. Cheers!